Alright guys, so I know I haven't posted a video in a while, and it's because I've had some shit going on, and I have to take care of some family business beforehand. But an update from last video to now is we were kind of getting things buttoned up back in the last video, but now we've really got things buttoned up. We have not dropped the motor in yet, so don't get too ahead of yourself. We have completed the interior. We have completed the suspension. We have completed our brake for the back. We have completed our gas tank situation. We've got our radiator all buttoned up. So our radiator's in there. I did have to make my own brackets for that, but hey, whatever works, works. So let me go ahead and show you guys what we've gotten done so far. So, last video, I don't know if I mentioned I had gotten new suspension. So we have new lower. We have new bushings and all that good stuff. And then we have new ball joints. Uppers as well. We got new adjustable uppers as well, as you can see. And then also we have our brake line situation. So this is our brake line. We ended up getting our 3AN dash brake line, and then we ended up getting our banjo fitting, which is also a dash 3AN. And we just ran the line directly to that. Got rid of the two lines and all that junk. And ran that line directly inside to our hydro e-brake. So now you guys see I have the Delso dash in here. We have the center console in here. And we have the back half of the center console in here as well. Now I am going to fill up this gap. Right here, this gap that's right here, I'm going to put a piece of sheet metal all the way around, and I'm going to put my gauges there just so, just to give it that beauty. As you guys can see, I got full throw on the e-brake. E-brake is under there. We got a dash 3 flipping around. And then what I did is I ended up cutting out the inside, so that way the reservoir is going to be inside the little cup holder thing. I did leave one cup holder. Gotta have one cup holder at least. And then we come back to the back. Oh, it goes to a Y fitting. And then those Y fittings go all the way. One goes to each brake. We got that done. We also got the throttle cable done. I had to do some fucking ingenuity shit and attach 3 throttle cables to each other, but that's figured out and done. Ended up putting some rib nuts in place to get the grounds all situated and whatnot. Got that all in place and nice and grounded. What else? What else have we done? Oh, the suspension we got done. We also, when we took the suspension out, we cleaned up the knuckles, so they're nice and clean. As you guys could see, new wheel bearings as well on all 4 ends. We ended up lowering it just a tad, so now it sits much more level. We got new wheel bearings in the front, new inner and outer tie rods, as you guys can see. But when I bought these tie rods, the outers are, I think, the wrong ones, or they must be faulty from the dealer, because the taper that it has, it doesn't go all the way in. So I'm gonna have to get new ones of those, I think, or somehow just like kind of take a step drill bit and open it up just a tad bit so it slides in a bit more. Got all that situated. No more wheel play. We have the radiator in place, so what we're going to do is we're just going to run 2 copper tubes underneath the car all the way to the back to give our water supply. I did end up getting the bay painted just a little bit. I mean, I didn't really take my time on the bay. I just hit it up with some paint because I wanted to see, I wanted it to be even, but you know, in the future I can just pull all this out. It's not really that much of a hassle to me, and just touch this shit up. We got the reservoir for the clutch installed in here. We're going to use an OEM one just to make it look a little bit more OEM in here. We got everything situated. Here's the radiator from the back. Fits nice and perfect. We got rid of the 2 brake lines that went to the back, the hard lines. Capped those off on the prop valve. Little by little, I mean, we're getting there. So now pretty much, since the suspension is completely done, everything is buttoned up, tied in. Now the next step is to put the motor in. And I have a friend coming over this weekend that has a Turbo Odyssey van. And he's going to come help me out, bring the cherry picker so we can get this done. Also, the fuse box situation. So you see the fuse box, how it's right there? I want to take the fuse box and incorporate it in the back right here, kind of like put it right here. That way when you're looking through the back like this, you're not just like looking straight through the fucking center console. I don't like that. I don't like that look, so I'm going to probably do that. I did end up taking the, fuck man, I've got a whole bunch going on. The steering rack out of the way that was down here. Remember how I told you guys that the steering rack is going to be removed, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to take care of that situation. Well, I have been contemplating a lot. Now, remember I told you guys I was going to do kind of like a situation, straight bar all the way across, and then put whatever goes to the knuckles in here this way to keep them from moving side to side, right? So I kind of thought of that, but then I was like, no, because I'm going to have that bar going all the way across from one end to the other, and it's going to look just horrible. It's going to look shitty. So what I ended up doing is, at first I thought I was going to do like this eye hook situation. So this was a complete circle all the way around, and what I was first thinking of is I was going to, because these are steel, I was going to take this end and put it kind of like that, right? So then it just slides right in, slides in. We're gonna weld all that up, and then I made a hole through the original subframe so we know that's sturdy. And also I went and made sure, because you see how this is double plated right here? So I went through where the double plated was on each side, so that way it gives it more strength right there. But the dilemma I fucking ran into was when you articulate the struts and the whole suspension system, right? Because it's gonna go like this, right? Up and down. When you do that, this part right here ends up getting caught right there. You see how that gets caught right there? Well, it doesn't allow the suspension to articulate completely. So it kind of like bottoms out like this, right? So to combat that, I sat here and I thought, I've been thinking for the past 2 days of what I'm going to do, and then it hit me. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to so what I did first is I ended up checking out the inner tie rod. An inner tie rod will give us the articulation that we need, right? That will go, say this is the tie rod, it will go up and down, right? Up and down. It can move like inward, backward, like this, right? Like, hold on, give you a better example. So the tie rod can go up, down, and then it moves kind of like this, right? So what we want it to do is go up and down, but we don't want it to go in and out. So we take off the outer tie rod, and we're left with the inner. Now the joint of the inner will let it articulate up and down. So it will let it go like this, right? So then it hit me. Bam! This is our situation. So what we are going to do is we're going to utilize the inner tie rod, right? Because this joint right here gives us the articulation we need for it to go up and down this way, so the suspension can do its thing, but it will not let it go this way or this way because of the fact that joint does not go in or out. It only goes up and down, side to side, right? And really, side to side, we won't need to worry about because we're not taking this and coming back or going forward. We just need to prevent it from going side to side, left to right, instead of up and down. Now this will allow us to go up. It's not bolted completely, guys. It's not bolted completely, but I have a bolt in there. It'll let us go up and down, up and down, up and down, because that joint right there will go up, down, up, down. And then the only thing we need to worry about is this end. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a tie rod that'll fit, and I think the original OEM Del Sol tie rods will fit because these are the front ones of this original car, and they're pretty fucking long. Like look how long that is. That's pretty long. It goes past it and it comes back. And what we want is we want those threads right there to land up around here, around this area, so that way when we screw, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spherical bearing, a spherical bearing. I'm going to try and attach it to here, so that way I could put a bolt through here and just attach that completely, that section. And that's how we're going to take care of that. I will get back to you guys once I get all that situated. Here's the other end of our throttle cable. So this is why we added 3, is because I wanted to keep this end over here for the throttle body. And also it gives me a little bit of place where I can put tension on it if I need to. And then once that's all done, guys, the motor can go in. Once the motor's in, then we can start pretty much buttoning up fuel lines. Buttoning up, I do need to get an engine harness. I don't have one yet, but I'll get one. Buttoning up fuel lines, the little things like grounds and whatnot, battery situation, add gas, and fuck, guys, put the tuning ECU in there and tune this baby, and she'll be fucking golden, man. We'll be on our way. We'll be on our way to import face-off 2021 in Tucson, Arizona. Because this car will be there. This car will be there. I will be there. I will not be bringing the Del Sol or the see-through hood hatch. We're going to be bringing this because we're shooting for the trophy this year. And I think if you know about cars and you know what type of work went into this, then I think we're on track for a trophy. So hang in there, guys. I'm sorry I haven't made videos. I'm going to start again. I've just been waiting for parts and trying to think things through. Like I said, it's better to do things once than to do them 20 times and end up saying, God damn it, if I would have just done it right the first time, I would have been good. So, hang in there, guys. And thank you for all the love that I've gotten off the forums and whatnot. I really, truly appreciate that. If anybody, you know, and you need any tuning or you want some custom work done, go ahead, hit me up. HP Tuning, TUNEING. Yes, it's spelled that way for a reason. Also, you can hit me up on my Facebook or just hit me up here on the YouTube channel. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hang in there, and thanks for all the love. See you soon.